Hello, everybody. Welcome to Absolutely Obscure with Josh and Rory. I'm Rory.
I'm Josh.
And this is a podcast where we talk about movies you've never heard of. And today we are so happy to be joined by the other half of the Rory-Cory dynamic, Cory Lupovici, everybody.
What's up?
Hey.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, thanks for
Excited.
coming on.
Thank you for being here. I'm so excited. If you don't know, Cory and I used to live together, and we'd fuck women together at the same time.
He'd walk in first. He'd be like, "I'm Rory," and I'd come in second. "I'm Cory," and then we would ensue.
Yeah, and then they'd make me leave. They'd be like, "Very cute, very cute. Go away now."
Yeah.
And today we are talking about Where's Marlowe?
Yeah.
This is from 1998. This is from director Daniel Pin. It has a 5.9 on IMDb with 585 votes. And 144 people have seen this on Letterboxd.
Oh.
Did we? How did we get this? Did someone send this to us?
No,
Or
no,
we
this
picked this?
this was one we picked.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
I think that maybe Emily picked this one or Patty. I can't remember. Somebody picked this one.
Oh.
But it was this is a weird. This is the kind of movie that if I watched this when I was like 13, I would have been like, this is one of the fucking greatest movies I've ever seen. Because it's just so weird.
I love it.
Yeah, incredibly weird. Yeah.
This is our first mockumentary I think
Yeah.
we've done on the podcast, which was a genre I loved when I was a
Absolutely.
teenager. I thought it was so cool.
This must have been like somewhat early on into mockumentaries in general. No.
Yeah, like, because especially, not like super early. I think the first mockumentary that people consider is like 78 or 80
shit.
Cannibal Holocaust.
Okay.
But they very rarely do they get much more than that.
Yeah.
Totally.
You know?
Yeah.
But basically, this is a movie that has Mos Def. What's
Yeah.
sorry, what's his name now?
Yassine Bey.
Yassine Bey. I'll probably call him Mos Def.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, he's credited as Mos Def in the movie.
Yes,
yeah,
because this was before it.
Yeah.
And
He's so young.
Yes,
Yeah.
Very
he's
young.
very young. Yeah. He's very good in this movie.
I like it a
Yeah,
lot.
and he's also wearing the Black Star shirt all the time, which is his rap group, which is cool. Man.
Very cool.
I gotta say, we should just say off the top, this is a pretty good movie.
I really liked it. Yeah.
Yeah.
The cast is so good.
Yeah.
The cast is great.
Yeah.
It's unique enough and has very funny moments into it.
It does.
And it has not a great mystery to it, I don't think, but it has enough there that kept me interested
I was
throughout
engaged
the entire.
through the whole thing.
I was gonna
for
say
sure.
it definitely it wasn't it wasn't the best mystery, but I was hooked.
Yes.
I was like, I want to know what happened.
Yeah, we did a whodunit like a couple weeks ago that was not as well put together. So
Which
I
one
thought
was that?
That Black Crescent Moon.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the movie Patty did.
Yeah. I gotta be honest, while watching this, because I know that most of the movies you guys have done are shit.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So while I was enjoying it, I was like, is there something wrong with me?
No.
Like, this is supposed to be bad,
slowly
right? Yeah.
becoming something wrong with us, where we watched pretty bad movies and we're like, this one's pretty good.
Yeah. This one was in focus.
Your lower bar is being lowered
Yes,
even
yes,
further.
yes.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
one
it's
didn't
good.
have them sexualizing teenagers.
Yeah, no,
Pretty
that's
good.
true. It was good. Yeah, it's true. It's true.
But yeah, this has a great
This one had
cast.
an adult woman in a schoolgirl uniform. That was better. That was better.
There was some voyeurism in there too.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah, which didn't make much sense, but
Not at all.
Yeah, you gotta put it in there. Yeah.
they filmed that part to get the budget.
Yeah.
Yes, that's-
You needed boobs at some point.
Of course.
You know?
Yeah. And this, I think this movie is good, almost not solely, but because Miguel Ferrera, our lead character,
Yeah.
he's so good in
He's
this.
very
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
He's great.
He's a great cop.
He's a great cop.
Yeah.
And I think he kind of hates cops in this too,
Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
PI dick
Yes.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I like that he's trying to be like the stereotypical
He's had enough of the job.
he's
It's
had enough of it.
thankless. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
stuff, but he's also not good enough at the job, at least at the beginning, for that to work. And that's the joke. And it works really well when we
Yeah.
first meet him. But there is a framing device that is very weird. So the opening of this movie is our film duo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've made a documentary and it's like debuting and it goes over poorly. And I don't know why this has to be included in the movie. It felt strange to me a little bit.
well, wasn't there? Yeah, because I think it was just trying to get the backstory of is her name Barbara, the like other lady that made the documentary with
Yes.
our
Yeah.
other
Yeah.
guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then so she's gone, missing.
Well, she is. They had an affair with. So I don't have the characters' names. I forgot to write them down. But they're Mos Def and his directing partner. She had an affair with the directing partner.
He gets all the ladies.
So then she's done. She doesn't want to work with them anymore, kind of thing. And it's a 3-hour documentary on the water of New York City. And there are some fun bits where they're like, we couldn't have told that story in any shorter amount of time.
So I guess it was just to show the dynamic that they were going into this one with.
Yeah, a little.
I think it just informed their like intention to like do better. Because they weren't like stoked on the how the turnout was.
We need to.
Yeah, because Miguel Ferrera at one point is like, oh, how'd that movie even turn out? And he's like, I don't want to talk.
And they keep questioning each other the whole like beginning, like first 30 minutes. They keep asking each other like, that was good, right? We should have done that.
Anytime they're in like the editing.
Exactly.
I do like that throughout the movie. We do get these little interludes of them editing the movie that we are watching, which is very fun and informative.
And then another little thing too, which I love, is they are now like they're filming each other doing things that they're in the editing bay. Are like, well, I don't think that needs to be in the movie. They're like, no, it does. It does.
Yeah, very much.
It's a potential love story. We need that in there.
I guess the water one. I think that makes it so that we understand why they go so far for this one, and the decisions they make they're like this. We have to finish this movie, and we have to be better than the last one, and we have to be more authoritative.
It actually got me thinking, like the water documentary, the main girl in it, is she the reason why it's called Where's Marlowe? Because spoiler alert, no one named Marlowe.
I just always assume because Philip Marlowe is like a famous movie detective.
Oh,
yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm uncultured.
I was literally on the same page. I was like, that's got to be Marlowe.
It's got to be. Like, what the fuck?
Who the fuck is Marlowe?
That was very
all the time. I'm like, where's that nerdy girl from the start? I liked her.
Like Philip Marlowe. I'm pretty sure that's who. Like Cary Grant, I think, played him. Like 1950s, 1940s. A lot of them were like Philip Marlowe detective stories.
That makes sense.
We meet Mos Def. Do you happen to have the other guy's name?
I know the character's name is AJ.
It's AJ. Yeah,
but I don't know
his name is John Livingston.
Yes,
which I remember. I was like, I thought it was Ron Livingston.
Yeah. I was just like, oh, Ron Livingston has a brother. John and Ron.
Yeah,
it's John and Ron.
Did John Livingston do anything else? I don't.
What's he got? I was on his IMDb. Apparently, he was in The Net. Do you remember that one? Sandra Bullock.
I think he was like computer tech number 5 or something.
Oh my god, you're right. That's very funny. Very funny.
Yeah, he didn't really. He wasn't like bad in this, but he definitely didn't really make like a mark. I think, especially like with the rest of the cast that was like pretty heavy hitters.
Yeah, they were great.
Yeah, he's just been kind of in one episode of a lot of different shows.
Working New York actor kind of stuff. They decide to then be like, we are going to do a documentary on a private detective agency. And that's Boone and Hart?
Boone and Murphy.
Boone and Murphy.
Yeah.
And Boone is Miguel Ferrera, and he's our main character. They're basically following him around. He's the one who agreed to let the documentary take place. And Murphy is John Slattery, and he hates them. And he's so hot in this.
I fucking love John Slattery. I was so pumped. I actually ended up getting it on Apple because it's on there as well.
Yes.
And so when I clicked on it, they played like a little trailer.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, John Slattery's in this movie. And I was so excited.
Me too.
And he's just doing the John Slattery thing of just being a charming man who's
so charming all the time. Even like, and then when he's a dick, it's even more like, oh my God.
I mean, all of it for me screams like the best audition tape for his role in Mad Men.
Exactly.
100%.
Yeah. And I do think like once he became like the Silver Fox,
Fox.
it like,
oh man.
There's just like undone.
Yeah. It's so weird seeing the brown hair. It's like dark hair and also it's kind of curly.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, you kind of look Jewish.
He also had a little recurring where he was one of Will's. I mean, not Will. One of Grace's partners on Will and Grace.
Oh,
really
okay.
good. Yeah. So you look more like this. Like it would have been around the same time.
Okay.
Probably.
That would make sense.
That
He's very good in that. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So Murphy doesn't really want the documentary around. He's kind of like, fine, stop. He's constantly telling them stop filming him and stuff.
Yeah.
And then they have a secretary. Do we have the secretary's name, Josh?
Angela, looks like?
Yeah. And she's just there. She's kind of there. There's
she's
like
a little bit of a flirt with Mos Def.
Yes. Yeah. They flirt back and forth kind of thing. And at the start of like the documentary they're filming, they don't want to be on camera at all. One of them runs the boom mic, one of them runs the camera.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's very much like, no, want to be like flies on the wall kind of thing. And throughout the documentary, they get more and more and more involved. And it's really fun to see.
I also love when they just keep swapping who's doing what. And like when it ended up with somehow Miguel Ferrera, is that his name?
Boone.
With Boone behind the camera.
Yes.
I was like, why is the detective holding the camera? And these two documentary makers were like, yeah, we'll go in the building. It's like,
It's so
what is
good.
happening? I was laughing so hard.
And we are introduced to Boone by him being like, so this is L.A., of course. You know, this is where the Black Dahlia murder takes place. And then he like looks at it, it's just like, he walks down the street, he's like, what's this address? This is where the Black Dahlia. I'm just.
And he walks to multiple locations.
Yes.
It's like, no, wait, I think this is the building where it happened. Yeah.
And he's getting all of the facts wrong and stuff.
Yeah,
and it's very fun.
And there's a scene like right after or before that where he's like doing a stakeout on a dude with a broken leg.
Yeah.
But he's very obviously like can be made out. Like the person who has a broken leg can very clearly see him in his car taking photos with a huge camera.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, dude, this is great. This is amazing. The tan suits, always a different shade of tan, different shade of khaki. It's good. Yeah.
Very obvious.
Yeah, very obvious. Yeah.
Yeah. So while they're doing this their documentary, they get hired. We get somewhat of a montage, not really, but we get to see a few clients come in. They get hired. They have a bunch of different issues, and all of them are just like, why is there a documentary film through here? I don't really want to talk about this in front of them.
Yeah, exactly.
What's one of the ones? Do we get the neighbor or the guy with the neighbor issue?
The guy with the neighbor,
Yeah.
that's the guy who gets tortured in Reservoir Dogs.
Is it really?
I think so. Yeah,
Oh,
he's the guy who
shit.
gets tortured. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which means that he plays a cuck in 2 different movies. That's nice. Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
He's just like such a loser. You know,
Yeah.
he just whines the whole time. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, his neighbor is threatening to kill him, and he's because the neighbor thinks the guy is letting his dog shit on his lawn.
Right.
Yeah. But he's not.
Yeah.
So
Wrong dog, one
They
person.
go there and they talk to the guy, and he's just like, "Yeah, no, it seems cool.
Right.
Yeah, fine."
Which, because they're even talking to the guy. He's like, right, the Australian wolfhound, and they're like, no, it's like a little tiny dog, and he's like, man, I don't know what you're talking about. And they're like, okay. He's like, well, if you would just leave that other one alone. He's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
They think they clear it up.
Yeah.
Wrong house.
Yeah, they find out a bunch later, completely wrong
house.
house.
The guy comes back to the station with a neck brace on, and he's like, what the fuck, man? You talked to the wrong neighbor. And he's like trying to drive away, being like, we'll take care of it, don't worry.
Yeah.
And he's like, don't creep. Don't creep away on me. Do not creep. I was laughing. Oh, it's so funny.
Oh, it's so good. Yeah.
And then we get somebody who hires them to stake out their husband.
No. It's the husband staking out his like
his
girlfriend or his wife.
His wife.
They
He
tell
says
him
it's
the
his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's a beeper salesman.
Yeah, he's beeper salesman. Yeah.
they call
He's
him-
called Beep.
they
in the
keep
movie.
calling him Beep.
I love Beep.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was a moment I forgot his name was Beep, and then when someone's like later, it's like, yeah, I just like having Beep around. He's like, Beep, and I was like, yes.
That classic like open shirt with like hairy chest, gold chains and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, so he hires them to, and then we also get somebody who hires them to find his lost daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
and-
was.
And that's the one that we go to, I think, first after the neighbor one. As like they're going to track them down. They go to a bunch of prostitutes because they assume that she's now working the streets.
Yeah.
And it's funny because the prostitutes are just like, you can't film this. If you're filming this, it's double.
And say, we can't use it anymore.
Yeah.
Or whatever,
Yeah, and they do track her down, and then the Boone goes in and like gets her out of like the apartment building that they think she's in, and she's just like, "That's not my dad that hired you. That's like my teacher.
Yeah, my high school teacher or some shit like that.
Who was sleeping with me
Yeah.
and got obsessed with me." And I'm just like, and Boone's just like,
fuck.
God damn it.
He attempts to give her the retainer that he got from the guy.
Yeah.
And he's like, wait, I have expenses. And it just like takes out a couple bills and then gives her the rest of the money. That was amazing.
Yeah,
So good,
go
yeah.
home to your mom.
Yeah. And then right after that, it's like the example of like Murphy getting mad at Boone for being bad at the job. Because
Yes.
he's like, so you gave her the whole retainer? He's like, well, I kept a little bit for the expenses.
And then Boone's just like, he didn't pay a retainer.
Yeah.
I was kind of confused by this. I'm just like, where did that money come from if he didn't pay a retainer? But some things like that, I'm just like, whatever.
Fuck it.
It was a fun scene of like them being secretly filmed in like a sterile, and he's just like, are the camera crews filming us? And he's just like, no, we're good.
Yeah. Boone tries to buddy with Murphy, just being like, don't worry, I told them that like you don't want to be on camera and stuff. And like Murphy's like genuinely happy, and like touched by that, and then that's all being filmed.
And Murphy's just like, good. By the way, I would kill this fucking pedophile.
Exactly.
And it's just like, I don't want that on camera. I don't want them knowing that.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, because as we find out later, like Boone and Murphy are like best friends since they were basically kids. Kind of thing.
Exactly.
So but you could tell that there's definitely tension now. Like this business is kind of failing. Things aren't going great.
Well, then also I think the agreeing of the documentary film crew and the fact that Murphy hates it. Like also. Yeah.
And the tension between them, because you find out that they were like high school friends, and they seem to have like roped each other in at different points in life into things.
Yeah, to various different things.
And the one that got me the most, I actually wrote this quote down, is when Murphy gets mad at Boone for pulling him into making music.
Yes. And then I like that one a lot.
They argue. Murphy walks away, and as he walks away, Boone says, "The problem with songwriting is neither of us know anything about music." That was fucking amazing. That was so good. There was
like we should just start a band. Like, okay.
Neither of us know. There's so many good like little lines here and there throughout it to like really make this worth kind of watching.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess we'll just say now, I would watch this movie.
I would recommend it.
I would recommend it. If you don't want it spoiled for the rest of the plot kind of thing, I would definitely, because there is like twists and turns and stuff that come up here. So
very good. It's on Apple and YouTube.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's very available. I'm kind of surprised it could go through a reclamation for sure.
Think so. With the cast, I was very shocked. I was like, how do people not know about this movie?
Yeah,
and they're like the cameos too. There's a lot of cameos where I'm like, what the hell? Why is Bob Kelso from Scrubs?
Crazy!
The hell?
Every even minor characters like they went on to do something too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, when we go back to the neighbor, I'm just like, I know that guy. That guy's in a ton of things.
Yeah, exactly.
He plays the Mexican guy in like everything.
That's right. He's the cockfighter guy in Seinfeld.
Yes.
Oh yeah. True.
Mm-hmm. So next they go to stake out the wife, Beep's wife. They see her go into the hotel, but they can't see who's sleeping with her.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then they all fall asleep in the car.
I mean, that's just a great bit.
Yeah, great bit.
Sting operation, everyone falls asleep.
Boone is getting woken up by AJ in the morning, and he's just like, there's only one rule. Don't fall asleep. And he's like angry at himself, but he's also angry at them for also falling asleep.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he's kind of like training them a little bit, being like, oh, this is what you
showing
do.
Them the job.
Showing them the ropes kind of thing.
There's one line the night before he falls asleep, he sees the lady walk into the motel and pay for the motel room, and he goes, feminist. I like that.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah. And so, like, it's the next morning, but they're lucky they see that she's going up to the thing now. And they see the person with her, and of course, it is Murphy.
It's Murphy. Yeah. What a twist.
Oh, great twist. I honestly was did not expect that. So it cuts back to the office, and they have a big fight being like, you're fucking one of our clients. We can't finish this job. We're going to lose all this money. We have to return the retainer because we have to just be like, can't do it. And they say it was like a good amount of money. I think it was like 30,000 they said or something like that.
I think like 40, 30, 40 or something like that. Yeah.
So much money for it.
Oh, at the time. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, producer Aaron, how much was $30,000 in 1999?
And the U.S. and then converted to Canadian. Yeah, Hey, that's a callback to another episode.
Yeah. Which, by the way, it was what
2,600. $2,600. If you watched the Beatniks episode, if you were wondering, you were like, they didn't close that loop. There you go.
Darcy was very sad that we forgot to come back and close that loop. So. There you are.
Yeah, but so basically this is where they basically have a falling out completely, and Murphy leaves. He's just like, I'm done with this. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
And so now it's Boone is like, well, I can't run this by myself, so you guys have to help me.
Yes.
And this is where he starts looping them into being private detectives.
And then they're having just kind of a crisis being like, okay, well, as documentary filmmakers, like this is the number one rule. Like you don't want to get engaged, but like they end up deciding to. And
absolutely.
It's the best decision. It leads to a lot of good stuff. Yeah.
It's really good. And I think that because the water documentary, I think that's what leads them to be like, no, that was the mistake we'd made there. We were too distant. Now we have to get into it, kind of thing. So we get like some montage stuff of them learning how to be a private detective. I like that Mos Def kept pulling out the fake gun that he was given.
Montage was so funny of him. What did he have? He had the gun and he was like, "What's up? I'm on the cover of like the world's largest, smallest hunting magazine." And then he did a great Arnold impersonation. And then he starts flipping the gun around and it like flies across the room. He's like, "Oh shit, where'd that go?" I was laughing.
And then AJ shows up dressed and acting as Boone.
Yes.
That was. And then Boone immediately sees him. He's like, "Hey, nice suit."
And then starts dressing down Mos Def for his. He's like, "What is this outfit? What are you doing?"
This is where we see Mos Def flirting with Angela a bit more too, and we get that scene of
so
the
we
manning.
get AJ then is filming that, and kind of using it for
and AJ's just like, I think we need this in the movie. And Mos Def's just like, I don't know, I don't like this because I think we do see in the water documentary, or at some point we do see when AJ was making out with the other one.
You do.
So I guess you can assume that it was.
It had to have been Mos Def.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So it seems a little bit like Payback. It's a little bit
for sure.
I liked that the relationship between Boone and Murphy was somewhat replicating the relationship of AJ.
That's true.
Because they started to have tension built there, but you can
they're
tell
still in it together.
Exactly.
Their partnership's strong.
Exactly. So as they start being more of the detectives, and we also do get the scenes where like it's okay now it's the detective filming them being detectives.
So funny. Also, is it around now where we get the part where he goes to where Miguel Ferrera like breaks into that one house? Is that coming up?
It's coming up. But first we get the reveal that a woman comes in.
This happens.
The real wife.
The real wife of Beep.
Beep's wife.
So I think I can't. I'm not sure if this is her because they don't have pictures on IMDb, but I think she might have been in one of the Friday the 13th movies. So maybe that's where I recognize her from.
Interesting.
Yeah. Everyone in here was. I think there was only one actor that was just like, this is pretty bad. Yeah, we'll get to it. I think we might all agree on that one in Mexico. But and then so Beep's wife comes in and is just like, no, that wasn't his wife that was cheating on him. That's his.
That's his mistress.
His mistress that is cheating on him.
And
he was furious about that. So I want to hire you to find Beep because Beep has gone missing. With her money, and it's revealed that like she's rich. She paid for like his beeper business, and she pays for basic.
I got so much money in this beaver business. You have to help me out here.
Oh god.
So she hires them to go find Beep, and then so they instead go to try and find Murphy because they're just like, well, Murphy is involved in this somehow. Kind of thing.
But there's one line in between that where Boone's really confused and he just says, Sonny hired us to find himself?
Yes.
And Sonny's Beep. So I was like, that was just also great. Yeah. Love that one.
So they do go find Murphy at this point?
Yeah, they go find Murphy and... or they try to look for Murphy. I don't know if they find him or not.
Because this is when he goes to Mexico, right?
This is when he goes to Mexico. Yeah. But like they're not sure where Murphy is, and I think don't they end up going to what's her face's house? The mistress. Yeah, mistress's apartment.
I don't think quite yet.
Not quite yet. Okay.
Yes, yeah. Because that's where they find the body.
Exactly.
Yes. Yeah. So at some point here,
Sure. Yeah. So try to find Murphy.
They try to find Murphy to get him to and he's like, he asked them for a favor, right? Because they meet on the beach, and he asked Boone for a favor, which is driving him to Mexico.
Right.
Yeah. That's where the songwriting line is. Or the music line is.
Yeah. And they kind of have like a makeup there, and he takes them to Mexico. They say goodbye. Because I think that because at one point when they were fighting before, he says that he's going to kill Beep. I think he's like, Murphy thinks that's, Boone thinks Murphy killed Beep.
Right.
That's why he
He's
wants to get him first, and that's why he's like, I'll take you to Mexico. And Murphy's just like, I didn't kill Beep, but if you suspect it, everyone else will suspect it.
Yeah. So he goes to Mexico.
And then they decide to go finding for Beep. They go to the mistress's house. he breaks in.
I love, this scene was so funny. Because he's like, okay, check this out. To the like documentary crew, doesn't he like hop the thing? He goes in, breaks in, and then all of a sudden you see him panic and like run out of the house. He like jumps off the balcony or whatever.
Yes, so we see him panic because cops show up.
Yes.
And you see him.
The documentary crew's like, what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah, and he jumps off the balcony.
Yeah,
but it's,
no. He thinks about it.
Right, that's right. That's right. He thinks about it,
and he's really not that far off the ground. It's a second floor balcony. He could have jumped down it. It's not that far. He's like, oh fuck,
and he goes back in, and then the cops come out on the balcony, and he's back. He comes out.
Yeah, he comes out of the front door. Yeah,
I love. He just goes in the car, and they're like, "What happened?" He's like, "Dead body," and they're like, "What?" He's like, she was dead on the floor.
Yeah,
and
it's Murphy.
Yes,
and he gets in the car. He yells at him to get the fuck in the car, and he's in the driver's seat. And he goes, "Boone, don't speed." Which I also love.
Yeah. But I also like that it was like a serious moment for him where he's just like, Murphy's dead. And he's trying to compartmentalize.
100%.
He's just like, Murphy's dead. Murphy's dead. Like, we need to just go, Murphy's dead.
Yeah.
And we do get like a really good scene later on where he's watching some footage of Murphy.
Oh my God.
And he like breaks down.
Yeah, the dating video, right?
The dating
video,
Oh, man.
Because Murphy is just talking about how much he loves Boone, and he wants to find someone.
And in the dating video, he's like, "Yeah, you're gonna meet Boone.
If you meet me, you will meet him."
Boone,
and then it pans over to Boone, and he's like crying.
It was sad.
Really good.
It was a good one.
So now the mystery basically is one: how did Murphy get from Mexico back up here?
Right.
Who killed him? What's going on? So, and this is where it really starts blurring the lines of being like, this is an actual case, and now they're not pretend detectives anymore.
Right.
They are being real detectives. They have to solve this thing.
Yeah.
And there's is this when they get raided by the police at the office?
I don't think yet. I think this is like the in-between of like Boone is almost like disheartened.
Yes.
And then the two filmmakers go rogue, and this is when they're warriors.
Yes.
Yeah, this is when they go follow the wife.
The wife,
Harrington or whatever.
Yeah.
And they go to her house, see her do a swimming lesson.
They're posted up across the street or whatever.
Exactly, yeah.
But then they notice that there's something happening next door. And it's just like a Playboy porno of like the pool boy.
And it's just so funny because they're like, we shouldn't be watching this. And they're like, yes, he just has the binoculars. He's like, yeah, no, we shouldn't be watching this. He just won't take his eyes off it. Oh, it's so funny.
No, but then you see, he also like rationalizes it. He's like, this could be something, okay? This could be related. Yeah. It's like, I don't know, dude. Yeah.
And then they pan back and the wife is gone. They're just like, oh, fuck.
They're looking all over the yard.
Yeah. The wife is gone, and then the couple is also gone, the one having sex, and then they say, like, and then they were gone.
There was a part too where I forget which guy it was that hired them now came back with like a bat and tried to attack everyone in the office. Do you remember that scene?
Beep comes back.
Yeah, this is a little later because Murphy's quit. He's basically just like, we're shutting down. We can't run anymore, so they're doing it on their own. But then they eventually go to his apartment. Saddest fucking apartment.
Brutal.
Yes.
It's just like, oh boy, this guy's not living well.
Yeah.
And they convince him.
Yeah, you could almost see. I felt like Boone was like embarrassed that it was on camera for his like friend or whatever.
Yeah. And he always has this tough guy persona. He's trying really hard to be the PI guy. And then they convince him like, well, we have to finish these 3 cases that we got hired for. And he stands up and he gives them like both just big hugs, and you could tell like this means so much to him.
Exactly.
I need. You're right. I need to finish these cases. This is who I am, kind of thing. I do one line that I missed in my notes here when they were being taught how to be detectives. I did like is he gets to the jar and be like, okay, we need another lesson on how to piss on a steakhouse.
He just pulls out a big mason jar.
I forgot.
And then one of them says like, oh, we already did that. We don't need to do that again.
You did do it right.
And so this is the part where they're doing the 3 cases, which includes the neighbor.
Yes.
So they go to the right neighbor.
Yes.
And
he just has a gun on him.
He just immediately has a gun on him.
And this is when Miguel Ferrera is the one filming it. So it's the 2 non-detectives go up immediately are like, oh fuck, he's gonna fucking kill him.
And you hear him behind the camera trying to be like, sir, please calm down.
They immediately.
And I love that he also tries to call him. He's like, I know a fake gun when I see one. He's like, oh, really? Is it fake? And he like cocks it. He's like, oh my God, don't do it.
So then we cut back, and this is when Beep shows up with a baseball bat, trying to be like, "Where's my fucking money?" and stuff.
Miguel just bursts through the door, and he like comes at him, and I think Angela's like, "No, watch out!" And he just this really good fight ensues. And then it also just hard cuts to AJ sitting on his and he's just like, "Okay, he's gonna get off. Are you gonna attack?" He's like, "No." And then, sure enough,
right when AJ gets off,
oh, it was so good.
Oh, that was hilarious.
So the mystery did perplex me like a little bit.
Me too.
I wasn't sure exactly what was happening at any given point in time. But basically, so Beep is now like, well, yes, my wife and I, we had an agreement. I could sleep around. What she's getting out of this basically turns out to be, oh, I just like having somebody in my house.
Exactly.
So he's like, well, you didn't finish the job. You didn't tell me who was sleeping with my mistress. It doesn't matter that she wasn't my wife. And then they're just like, well, he's dead now. And he's just like, well, I didn't do that. And then that's when the cops show up.
The cops show up, and they think Boone did it because he was at the crime scene.
They have. I like the shot of him. The camera ends up on the desk.
Exactly.
He's like has his head down, and he's just like, they're like, your fingerprints are all over the place. He's like, shit.
I did like this scene too because you could tell that the cop that was holding him just did not have any pressure on his head whatsoever. It was like floating.
It's like the Arrested Development where Andy Richter has him against the wall, and he's like, no, you're actually in complete control of this situation. He just like ducks out.
So basically now they're like, okay, we have to find out the mistress, where the mistress is, and she's gonna be they're like, well, she had to have been the one to kill it.
And that's the missing person that they haven't talked to yet.
They haven't found the mistress. The money is still missing, the money that they gave Murphy when he went into Mexico. So they're like, okay, so he probably gave the money to the mistress. The mistress killed him. Because they assumed it was Beep for the longest time. So now they go down to Mexico. At some point during this time, the pedophile teacher shows up, and Boone just beats the shit out of him.
And like kicks him out like a cartoon, just like out the door.
And the guy's just like, I love her. It's like, gross.
He deserved a beating. I like that part. That was good.
And it was good because Boone definitely was. I don't think he was that guy to like who would have beat him up before. But I think because Murphy said that he would have beat the shit out of him, it made him even angrier kind of thing.
Especially
and
with
also,
Murphy.
Now he doesn't have that partner who will do that.
Exactly.
So
So they go down to Mexico. They find the mistress somehow.
Is this the part? I'm trying to remember when this happened now in the movie. But the credit card opening the door bit.
Oh my God!
This was. I laughed so hard. I was watching this actually, and like the person I was watching this movie with, they would stop to be like, that bit's not that funny. I was like, no, it is.
It is really funny.
He's jamming a credit card into a door, and it snaps, and then it pans down to 3 broken credit cards on the ground.
And then it's just Mos Def being like, hey, Boone, why don't you just try the door?
It
just opens.
Oh, man.
It's
so
amazing.
Funny.
It was so good. Yeah.
It was so good.
I think I don't know if they find out where the mistress is, but like I think they head to Mexico because Boone has the revelation of like, oh, he went there and came back.
That's right. Yeah.
And then he's just like mind blown, went there, came back. And so he's like, oh, we got to go to Mexico.
One of them mentions, that something about him going and coming back. And he's like, he came back. That's right.
Exactly. Yeah.
That was a nice part.
I do like that we do see Boone become a better detective.
Yeah, exactly.
When he has something like actually at stakes
on the line,
now. So he goes down to Mexico. They look around the apartment. I think that also he found out where it was because there was a charge on Murphy's card or something.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
We did miss a little bit where there is like Murphy's will and testament is read out and stuff.
That was actually really funny too.
Yes.
Yeah. The parents show up, like he thinks it's like a life insurance scam or something, the dad or whatever.
Yes.
The sister tries making conversation with Angela, and Angela calls her out being like, oh yeah, so tell me one of those stories.
Yes.
And then the sister just shuts up.
That interaction was so funny.
Yeah.
She's like, what? She's like, just any one of the uncle stories that you're talking about. And then I think someone calls her into the hallway and it breaks up. And then you see them pan back over and she's almost like, thank God, I didn't have to fake one of those stories.
Yeah. Did Boone get anything? What was the reveal there? I can't quite.
I think
remember.
they were saying that I think the dad and the sister were pissed because everything was left to Boone.
That's what I thought.
Something like that. Yeah.
Since he got everything, and that's why he got the dating video. I believe
right.
because he got everything. And then they
yeah.
see. I think that it's before he goes to Mexico that they watch the dating video.
Yeah.
Truly like a great scene of him.
It was really fun. Actually, when he first popped in the dating video, I thought that was like a Last Will and Testament video.
Yeah.
And then so when he starts like describing himself, I was like, what the hell is going on with this?
That's what my will is all about.
Yeah.
Rory Dunn, fat cock.
What's up, ladies? I'm dead.
Looks like heaven got a whole lot sexier. But yeah, he's watching the day video, and that's how he met the mistress.
Yeah,
because Murphy was like, I didn't know she was in a relationship.
Right.
Yeah,
I didn't care about
met
that.
Her through this.
He met her through a dating service,
and
she wasn't married, so he's just like, well, it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah. But the mistress was dating him to use him initially.
Yes.
Yeah, and then she confesses that she actually fell in love with Murphy.
Yes.
And asked him to do this thing, but then went back on it.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And then,
she asked, so she hired him. She was dating him to use his like PI stuff to steal from Beep, I believe.
think kill Beep.
Kill Beep. Well, because
Beep wouldn't leave his wife.
Right. Yes. She really wanted Beep to leave the wife. No, he wanted to hire her to kill the wife, so that Beep.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's what it is. The wife.
Yes, would be not married anymore, and then would marry her.
Yeah. Exactly.
The mistress. God bless her, not a good actress.
Yeah, not great.
Pretty rough in this Mexico scene.
One of the dark spots in the acting.
Yeah,
sure.
That was also one of. Maybe this is mean, but between the two women, it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Oh, do I want this hot, rich bimbo blonde or her?
Who's in love with me? Yeah, I'll take her.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got to be just a secretary thing. Doesn't matter how hot you are. If you are a secretary, you just like.
Yeah,
probably gonna fuck your boss.
It's the power dynamic that does it for him.
Yeah.
Beep, baby.
That's definitely what he says when he comes.
When he comes.
Yeah, when he comes. Yeah.
Beep. That's
that's what I say when I come.
Lesser known fact: the Roadrunner always coming. Every cartoon.
Every time,
that's all he's doing.
Meep. Just that post-nut clarity gets it going.
He's got to get the fuck out of there.
They are like, okay, so she didn't kill Boone, and he was hired to kill the wife. So the wife but he backed out, or the mistress changed her mind.
Right.
I think it was that Murphy was like, I can't do this.
He's not going to kill
Yeah.
Because he talks big game, but he ultimately was like,
a good guy. He's not going to do
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're like, okay, so we have to go talk to the wife.
Yeah.
They show up at the wife's place, and immediately she's like, this AJ guy looks like he's pretty good fuck meat.
Immediately.
Man. And this again is back to the dynamic of the directors or the filmmakers. Now, because now Mos Def's behind the camera, and he's catching all this knee rubbing and arm around the back kind of on camera.
And Boone is pissed.
Yeah.
Boone is so
man, when
pissed.
They pan to Boone, and he's just like, oh, God, these two are gonna fuck up my investigation.
Yeah. But I feel like he's also jealous, like in the same way that he was jealous of Murphy, because it seems like Murphy always got the girls. So he's like very jealous, and like right after that, like they leave the house, and like Boone and Mos Def are in the car, and Mos Def is just consoling him, being like, no, AJ gets all the girls all the time, so like don't feel bad, like he always gets the ladies. Make him feel better.
We did miss at some point during this, we also get something weird happens with the camera, so they have to get like a Super 8 camera.
Oh yeah, which I thought was funny.
It's just like a fun little aside, but we do get John Hawkes, who is
yes, I forgot that.
Is he the camera fixer?
Yeah, he's the camera fixer guy.
He's such a good actor. I was blown away. Yeah.
It's just a fun little like pre-fame cameo.
I feel like his dialogue too was pretty spot on for like an annoying camera guy.
Yes.
He just like will not shut the fuck up about cameras.
He was very fun.
Yeah, just a fun, and then like for a few minutes of movie, it's like shot in a different way.
Shot at Super 8 or whatever.
Which is just a fun little meta narrative thing.
That was cool.
But then so Mos Def and Boone, they've solved the mystery somehow, right?
Kind of. There is the scene when they're like still in front of the wife's house and AJ's in there.
Yeah.
I wrote this down. That scene, Mos Def starts talking to Boone about film.
Yes.
And he mentions like Citizen Kane.
Yeah.
And I'm not a film student, but that seems like the most like
he's talking because he finally gets to use the fisheye lens.
Yeah, finally gets to use the fisheye lens.
Because
Yeah.
AJ
Hates it.
thinks it's hack or whatever.
Yes. Yeah.
And so he has it on them in the car.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
he's like, I've always wanted to use this, and then now's my chance or whatever.
Yeah.
So he
and then he
tells
talks
them.
about Citizen Kane,
Yeah,
and it just feels like, again, I'm not a film student, but it feels like what an annoying film student would say in conversation at a party or something like that. You know?
Rory knows.
Yeah. You know, Citizen Kane, they use the fisheye. It's like, shut the fuck up, dude. Don't fucking care.
Oh my God.
You loser.
I remember somebody being like, "Oh, do you know about the gay subtext of Friday the 13th Part 2?" I'm just like, shut the fuck up.
I want to hear that fact later, but yeah.
It was a Nightmare on Elm Street. I apologize. Don't leave any fucking comments.
Oh wait, also I gotta mention this too. When Boone goes to Mexico, sees the mistress, he finds the mistress surfing terribly.
Oh,
she doesn't know how to surf, and then he just walks into the ocean up to his waist in his suit,
past his pants. It's like on his bottom of his coat, and then he just gets in the car, drives away like that.
Yeah. The whole rest of the scene doesn't even address it. You know,
that felt like a reference to a movie where like somebody would walk up to just like their cuffs or something, but he just kept
like, no,
going.
I'm going.
Yeah, he's just like, this is the cool guy thing to
that
do.
Would be
but
so
he kept
scary to be arrested by a man in a full suit walking
Soaking
into the
wet.
ocean for you. I feel like, oh my God, I'm gonna die.
Oh, so I kind of forget.
So
yes.
I think what happened was, because AJ then he goes through with it. He sleeps with
the wife.
Yeah, and I think he gets the confession.
He gets the confession.
He gets the confession.
But it's revealed that he got the confession after Boone's already tries calling cops. Remember? Because there was something about like Mos Def being like, "Oh, Boone solved the case," and he's just like, "No, he called the cops first."
Yeah.
So basically, AJ does get the confession out of her, and she's like, "Yes, I killed him because I thought he was going to kill me." And that's kind of it. Like, there isn't a huge reveal or anything.
No, there isn't. Yeah, I guess not.
Well,
it's because
I think it doesn't. Boone calls her on it, and basically it's like, no, he would have never killed you.
Yes,
and I think you know that. And then it's the kind of reveal I feel like is she actually fell. Like you said, she fell in love with him.
Yes,
and then was mad that he was sleeping with the other lady.
Yeah,
right?
That he wasn't
the only one. Yeah.
So,
because there's even a part because he's like, you also didn't need the money, so you didn't do it for 40 grand.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
Bullshit.
Yeah, of course not.
And then says like, yeah, you did it because of this reason.
Yeah.
And he like, as he leaves the room, she has like a little smirk, like, yeah, I fucking did.
Yeah.
I kind of forget how Boone exactly gets to the same conclusion, but
you're right. He rolls up there and the cops are
already there. Yeah.
And you see AJ because they come out, which is funny too. They kiss, and then she gets handcuffed, and then the whole time AJ's like explaining this, and he's all like covered in kisses, and then they go to the editing bay, and he's like, "What the fuck, man? I look like an idiot. Why didn't you tell me I looked like that?" And he's like, "I think it looks great."
He thought he was super cool.
Yeah. The back and forth ends with just like Mos Def winning by far.
So funny.
So good.
And then we get our final scene of the movie, which is they finally solve the
neighbor thing, right?
The neighbor thing.
Yeah.
They go up to the right neighbor's place, and Miguel Ferrera pulls out a gun, points it, but it's a little old lady answers the door, immediately immediately has a heart attack.
The most like, woo! And then just faints.
And then I also love because before when they came to that guy's house and he had the gun and he was so aggro, so scary, and now he's like, "My mom!" He's like,
and he's weeping.
Boone's like trying to slowly be like, "Okay, I guess I'll call the police."
And you see him in the back using the guy's phone in his house.
And then what's AJ doing?
But then the neighbor
shows up.
Who hired them
shows
up.
He shows
it's
up.
just like, what are you
doing?
You're
doing
don't
it
know
wrong.
what you're doing.
Yeah. Pushes him over, starts doing it, and he goes, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, which is also fucking hilarious.
Yes. And she gets up.
Yeah.
And then
She's fine.
Paramedics show up and are like, yeah, she didn't have a heart attack. She just fainted. And Boone's just like, please keep that between us.
$1 bill.
Oh, I forgot about the bribing him. That was great. And then I love that. And then so now the neighbor loves him.
Yes.
Yeah, the neighbor loves exactly.
Yeah.
So case solved.
Absolutely.
Also, one of my favorite lines while walking up to the door, obviously he's like giving no fucks at this point. When he pulls out the gun, he says like, bullies are just cowards with balls.
Yes.
I'm like,
that's great.
That great line makes no sense.
No.
It doesn't matter. No. He's spoken confidently.
Exactly.
And that's what it's
and then he makes grandma faint. It was great. Yeah.
And that's kind of just how it ends. They are like, oh, we're going to.
And there's like one little thing of now what's his face? Boone is making a like last will and testament kind of thing. He says like he's filming a video of like, oh, if you see this, I'm dead kind of thing.
But then he's like, I'm just fucking.
Yeah. But it also just like I think it finally cuts with him. He's like, am I in focus? And it just starts, like,
he's like a film guy now.
Yeah, he's a film guy now.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a reverse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I forgot there was one scene I wanted to talk about too that made me laugh. When they try and get the blind guy.
Oh, dude, there's multiple blind guy scenes. Love this blind guy.
Oh my God, Giancarlo Esposito.
Esposito, right? Yeah, so good.
Up. He's like barely. Oh my God, I was.
One of my favorite scenes is when they get him to hold the camera.
When
he's
instructs
him to go. Yeah.
And so they are trying to guide this blind man to be like, no, can you pan up a bit? And he's like, got it. Yeah. He panned up for 2 seconds, pan back down. So the whole shot is them, their chests, and they're like, pan up. And he's like, I got it. And then like Miguel Ferrera gets so upset, he's like walks away, and he's like, "Just tell me where you're at, man." Like, I got this shot. He's like, he's not even there anymore.
Right before Boone walks away, I think it's Mos Def where he's like, he asked the blind guy, "Are we in focus?" It's like another.
That's what reminded me of that scene.
Yeah, exactly.
And like, the blind guy doesn't have. He's not like hired or anything. He's just like a guy
on the street
who sells oranges.
Yeah, he just oranges.
Who goes and buys like bags of oranges.
Also, small little thing. I don't know why I found this funny. Like the blind guy loves his money in triangles.
Oh, that's what all blind people.
Oh, it's all blind. It's blind people.
So you can tell the different because bills are all the same size.
Oh,
so it's hard to.
So it's a bigger triangle, smaller triangle. The bill.
Triangles, squares. That's how they tell. Oh, this is a square. I know that's a 10.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, cool. Very cool.
Yeah,
I knew that from like cash register. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So if you ever want to rip off a blind guy,
just give me a triangle. Like, I'll be like, hello.
Wait, another thing I wrote down was like, I think it's I forget when this is. It's at a part where later in the movie when Boone's really pissed off and he's like walking away and he's like ripping off items of clothing and slamming it on the ground.
Oh, that was. Oh, when was that?
When was that?
I'm trying to think now because it was obviously what's his face was dead.
Yes.
It might have been right after that. I'm not sure.
I think it was very soon after that.
Yeah,
I think that's when he quits the agency.
That's
right.
Like, he rips off his tie, rips off his jacket, walks a couple paces, and he turns around, picks up his tie, picks up his jacket, and then walks away pissed.
Well, I still need those.
Very much in the same thing of being like, Lion didn't give her all the money.
Exactly.
This was a very fun movie.
I loved
Incredibly
it.
fun.
Yeah, I would highly recommend it.
Yeah. Oh, we also didn't.
I kind of want to rewatch it, honestly.
That'd be worth it.
I think the mystery I might be able to follow it a little bit easier.
That's why I think this will be an
around.
easy second watch. You'll pick up on more, I think.
Totally.
It's so fun and it's very light. It's like an hour 40.
Hour 30, hour 40.
Well,
exactly.
It's fun, and not to bring up the last movie we did, but where we said it was humorless, like no jokes whatsoever. This one was like everyone was funny. Just all the characters were really well fleshed out, and they all worked well together.
Exactly. Had a lot of great cameos. You know. There's that montage too where I think it's between like Boone kind of quitting and then the filmmakers, and then there's like a bunch of cases that come in.
Yes, where they're trying to be the detectives just themselves before getting Boone back in.
Yeah, and it's just a bunch of clients asking for crimes to be done.
Yes. As you said, Bob Kelso shows up. He's just like, bring this suitcase to the pier. Sergio will flash his high beams.
He's in a white Cadillac. Sergio in a white Cadillac in a white suit.
And they're just like, what's in the suitcase? He's like, I can't tell you.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. And I think there's one lady that straight up was like wants them to kill her husband or something like that.
Yeah, because they don't know how to filter out clients or anything or how to find anyone. So they're just like,
anybody.
Yeah.
That's so good. Yeah. It's a great movie.
Very fun.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
I really hope some people check it out because I think it's a hidden gem for sure.
Absolutely.
Big time. Yeah.
What would we give this on Letterboxd out of 5 stars?
Like, I think 4.5 for me.
Oh, wow. That's pretty high
I
up.
think it's good.
I was going to go with 4. Just again, the clarity of the mystery. If I want a little bit more media of a mystery, it would have been a bit higher. But
see, I think I might be predating. I feel like I am going to watch this, and I think I'll enjoy it even more the second time.
Yeah.
Like, and I think I won't be confused by those things.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll go in between you guys. I'll give it a 4.
4?
Give it a 4.
I think 4's fair.
Yeah, let's do it.
It's
4.
really good.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, if you want to follow us on Letterboxd or any other social media, you can find us at Absolutely Obscure Pod. If you enjoy the show, if you like this episode, make sure you give us a like, give us a review, give us a follow. We appreciate anyone and everyone who listens to us. If you have any comments or questions for us, you can email us at absolutelyobscurepodcast@gmail.com. We'll read them out on an episode at a future time. Again, we're banking up so much here that it might take a bit, but we will get to you guys.
You can also follow us individually at The True Rory or Real Funny Josh. And Cory, you got some stuff?
My Instagram is at Cory Lupovici. I got shows happening all the time. I'm 31 years old, by the way. I'm 31 years old.
31 years old.
Just look at my shows.
If you're in Vancouver, make sure you check out Cory.
Yeah,
hell yeah.
Funny.
Actually, I'll plug this. I just started a show that's a period cramp simulator show where we get male comics put on a cramp simulator. So if you want to come to Vancouver, watch that. Those are happening.
Have that one on?
China Cloud Studios. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for doing this episode, Cory.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
I'm glad that you had a good movie.
Yeah, I had a great time. I feel so lucky. I
feel like you're leaving
blessed.
this episode not going to not plotting our death.
Yeah, definitely not.
Cory was in the room at the end of Darcy's recording and was like, "What is happening?"
Yeah, totally. I was like, "Oh shit!" Yeah.
Darcy's having a full meltdown right now.
I was like, "Is this a fully different podcast?" Because that's what it feels like.
It felt very different, but I loved it.
Hell yeah.
Now we end our episode by choosing a new movie, and you get to choose out of 3 titles alone.
Okay.
You're not getting the Darcy Boone treatment where he's like, I want the worst movie. Give me the worst movie.
Okay. I'll just pick whatever sings to me,
Yes, whatever sings to you. So your 3 titles are, we have Little Men.
Okay.
We have 2103, The Deadly Wake. And we have The Criminal.
Oh. I'm gonna go with The Criminal.
The Criminal.
Yeah, I'm gonna go it's so simple that I think it's almost misleading.
I always pick a vague title and they're always terrible.
It never works out.
They're always bad.
Well, you're welcome, Darcy. I got you. Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay, so The Criminal is from 1999. This has a 5.4 on IMDb with 383 votes.
That's not bad.
And 85 people have seen this on Letterboxd. An unsuccessful musician wakes up to find his one-night stand murdered.
Whoa.
Forced to investigate the murder while avoiding capture from the police, bodies begin to pile up as a conspiracy begins to unveil.
I'm calling it right now, dual personality.
Yes.
Oh, good guess.
I mean, who else are you? Perfect guy to frame for a murder. Unsuccessful musician.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess too that the song "Smooth Criminal" is gonna be in the soundtrack.
You think movies that we watch can afford Smooth Criminal?
By Alien Ant Farm, okay? They'll do that one. All right.
That's my favorite version of that
song. All right. Well, you can look forward to that one. Thank you again, Cory, for being on this episode. Thank you guys for listening. Take care up there.
Peace.